Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes I meet people who ask me, how can I be able to actually save? I struggle every day to be able to save. I make money on a day-to-day business as a businessman, as an entrepreneur. I cannot be able to save. I make money at the end of the month, but money seems to be slipping out of my fingers. How can I be able to save in a way that I cannot be able to liquidate my money later on to be able to do things that are wasting my money? And the first thing that I usually tell individuals is, maybe you could start a construction project. Why do I talk about construction project? A continuous construction project demands too much of your money on day-to-day expenses that you have to pay for, monthly expenses that you have to plan for, and overall planning for your money that does not allow you to be wasteful. I remember some time back doing construction, and I could not even be able to afford a pizza. Why? Because I looked at a pizza, constructing in Nairobi, I looked at a pizza and I saw construction cost that I would be forsaking by eating this pizza. It was equivalent to 2 bags of cement. I looked at individuals who would come to me and beg me for money and say, oh, can you help with me in money? I'm cash strapped. And I could always use the example of, no, I cannot be able to give you money. I am constructing a house and it is taking a lot of my money. Again, you cannot be able to just go on holidays at a whim. Why? Because your site has to be checked here and there and be able to be looked over and takes your time. And this time that is away keeps money that could be used in leisurable activities to money that can be able to be used for construction. You think about maybe buying a new laptop. You go and look at the cost, and the cost of this new laptop is 40,000 Kenya shillings. But the 40,000 shillings is money that could be able to buy a lorry of sand. And because of construction, I would find that I never had money that I could use uselessly. I never had money that I never planned for, because remember, at the end of the week, I have to pay laborers every week. I have to put all the money together and pay laborers at the end of the week. Every month, I have to be planning for materials that need to be added. Ever so often, I needed to plan for a different phase of the project that needed additional planning and output and deposits that I needed to pay for to be able to get my materials on time, so that my project would not stall and will continue in time. And from this construction process, I realized that there was so much money that I could be able to get from so many sources, and so many unnecessary expenses that I could not spend on because of this construction project. You could also do the same. You could buy land and start a construction project if you cannot be able to save money. Stagger it out in a way that could be able to be cash flow efficient for you. You could be able to tone down on the number of employees or fundis who could be in your project, or artisans who could be in your project. You'll be able to buy materials in advance, buy lorries of stones, buy lorries of sand, buy lorries of the rocks, the pebbles that you need to be able to construct, be able to book cement as the hardware. You could be able to do all these things even before you start construction. So you're already saving in the anticipation of when you can begin construction. And when you start construction, you are also paying for daily expenses of water that you need for the construction, weekly expenses of labor that you need to pay your laborers at the end of the week. You need to pay for various expenses as they come, and you realize at the end of the day, after the end of the project, the money that you have invested in this project is money that if you kept in a bank account, if you kept in an investment that could be able to liquidate easily, is money that you could probably have spent in ways that you never imagined. So if you can save, if you earn money every day, if you cannot be able to keep your investment invested to be able to generate an income, if you're too constantly checking whether your investment is doing well, whether this is happening, if you desire to be able to see an investment physically, so shares do not work for you or appeal for you, then you could start a construction project. And this construction project will even make more financial sense if you're doing construction to be able to build houses that can be able to give you rental, Airbnbs that you can be able to lease out to individuals per night and make money. If they were going towards investment, even better, because once you have finished construction, this is money that is going to come in to be able to help your investments grow even at an exponential rate. That is how you save and invest. In an African and Kenyan situation, if you are unable to actually keep investments or keep money, towards saving and investments because of your lack of discipline. Construction makes you disciplined, whether you like it or not, because at the end of the day, people will be calling you every day if you're unable to meet the expenses of the construction which you are required to be able to do. I hope you're learning, you're growing, and you're becoming better in your finances. Thank you, and enjoy your day.